Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do my beauty box MVPs for the month of March. What does that mean? That means that every single beauty box that I unboxed in the month of March, I will tell you which is my standout 5-star product from each box. Generally, like usually it's like one product per box. There are certain months where all of a sudden I just can't choose between one product and another. So sometimes, although it's not very often, there will be two products out of a specific box. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dive on in solely because let's just get into it. Let's just talk about it. Let's see if we have any of these things in common. If we do, and you have your feedback, make sure you comment down below and let me know how you're feeling about the products that I am talking about today. The first item is a must for me to talk about because I own 3 different shades. This is my perfect shade. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Foundation. This one is in 290. I have 300 and then I have 360. The 360 is way too dark for me. If you've been following me for a while, you know it turns me orange when it oxidizes. The 300 is actually a very nice shade for me. I can pull it off right now. It oxidizes a little bit. It makes me slightly darker, but nothing out of the norm. I can still pull it off. So I'm saving the shade 300 for when I actually tan in the summer. Although I don't tan my face, I do tan the rest of my skin. That way we can kind of match. But as of right now, in the fall, winter, and spring months, this is my shade 290. The formula is very nice. I love the way it looks on my skin. It doesn't make me look like really dry or crepey. But then again, I do have combo skin and I make sure that I moisturize under the foundation. That way it just looks glowy and healthy and beautiful. It was featured in the Boxy Luxe to be specific, and OMG, like I've been talking about this foundation for a little bit now. If you haven't tried it, I suggest you do, because out of the items that were featured in Luxe box, this is the one that stood out to me the most. Let's get into Boxy Premium for the month of March, and my standout product has to be the Too Faced Hangover RX. This is their good to go moisturizer. The reason why, it's like, okay, I get it. Most people would be like, you have to try it for like a while to know whether or not you love it. I actually owned it already. I knew that I really liked it. I liked the fact that it was really moisturizing. It's not heavily fragranced, but it also has SPF, and I can get away with applying this without applying any primer at all whatsoever, and it works with any foundation that I have tried. I have not had any issues with any foundation acting funny, performing differently, the formula changing, or anything like that with this as a base for my skin. I understand that most people prefer to use a primer. I don't mind fluctuating between a primer and a moisturizer so long that it works for me. And this one actually does. So it makes me really happy. I did get this in a premium because then that means that so many of you guys got it in premium also. And the feedback that I'm getting is that you guys like this product as well. So that is really awesome. I was gonna skip the BoxyCharm base box solely because I cannot find the item. I know I have it. It's somewhere in here. If you are new to my channel, please know that I literally just moved 1 week ago into my new house, and I still have boxes surrounding the areas that you guys can't see on camera. So part of the issue is I'm still unpacking my makeup. I went through everything, and where all my palettes were, I just can't find this specific palette. So I am so sorry because I don't have it like physically right here in front of me to show it to you guys. But if you visit my unboxings, then you guys will see it in action and how it performed and the looks that I was able to create with the palette. And the palette that I'm talking about is the Venus 2 palette by Lime Crime. And my initial thought and feedback on it was, well, I mean, it doesn't look exciting. The packaging is cute, but the actual like aesthetic on the inside, the shades didn't look exciting. And then when you looked at the swatches, you were like, oh my goodness, what is, like, it's like night and day. And then once I actually saw it in action, I tried it, I played around with it. It was not patchy, it looked good, it blended, it was pigmented. It was such a good palette, like such a good palette, to the point that I packed it in my bag, like so that I can have it with me, so that I can use it on my, like, let me apply some makeup kind of thing. I don't know what happened to it, so I'm really sorry, but you know, you've seen it, it's here on screen. That palette, out of like all my base boxes that I received in March, the PR and the paid ones, that's what stood out to me the most. Before diving into the rest of the products, I wanted to talk to you guys about today's video sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where thousands of people come together in order to elevate a current skill that they have or learn a new skill. Skillshare offers skills building classes on over 15 categories. When joining Skillshare, you gain access to hundreds of classes and workshops. It is a place where members come together to find inspiration and take the next step into their creative journey. At Skillshare, members are empowered to get inspired, learn new skills, and make discoveries. I've been a Skillshare member for quite some time now, and I talk about them here on my channel often. A few of the categories I've personally benefited from is the video editing, photography, and interior design. Now, thing about it is I'm still looking into the whole gardening thing because I do not have a green thumb, but I am learning a lot. Unfortunately, I have not been able to participate in any of the classes within the past maybe 2 weeks or so, solely because you guys know I have been moving. But what's really awesome is I don't feel lost or like I fell behind because Skillshare has been emailing me my personal class recommendations. Here's one of the emails that I personally received in which they're suggesting new classes that I can choose to participate in if I'm interested. Skillshare is extremely affordable and is less than $10 a month if you sign up for a yearly subscription. However, the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box will access a free trial of the Skillshare Premium. You guys totally need to try it. I have not had one subscriber who has dove in, tried it, regretted it at all. So many people have joined it because they absolutely love it. So I'm just saying your opportunity to gain a new skill or expand your creative is just a click away. Moving right along to the rest of my March Beauty Box MVPs. We all know that the Glam Bag, the basic one, right? Like the $12 one from Ipsy, it's something that many people always want more, but they also want the testers. Like everyone wants the deluxe size. I want to try it before I buy it kind of thing. I don't know if I want a full size or not. Personally, I'm not always 100% into sample sizes. Like to me, a deluxe is a sample size. It kind of is what it is. The March bag, although they usually have like one product in each bag that I'm always looking forward to trying out, so it's totally worth the 12 bucks. This here, I was so excited for in March, okay? And you guys might be like, oh, it's so tiny. Listen, this Way Leave-In Conditioner is everything. It is very heavily fragranced. Yes, I admit that. But I love heavy fragrance as long as it smells good. And this smells amazing. I mentioned it like before when I did the unboxing. I've owned the full size 2 or 3 of these, and we went through it so quickly in my household that I was like, this is like drinking water. Like, should I just continue to like replace it because of the fact that we were obsessed with this in my house? I love it to detangle Ty's hair. I love it as a leave-in conditioner for Ty's hair. It smells amazing. Even when Ty's hair was dry, if I was just zhuzhing it up, I would just spray a little bit on her hair and on mine because it's like perfume for your hair, but it's also hydrating. I absolutely love this. And just having received this little one kind of brought me back to it. So I have placed an order so that I can get like the full size because I know this is gonna be gone like fast. Let's move on to Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. And here is something that I didn't think I'd be obsessed with, but I am. The packaging is cute. I mean, packaging is cute. It is what it is. It's kind of like this mirrored effect. So it's really cute if you want to touch up your lipstick. Like you can totally see yourself and be like, hey girl, how you doing? The shades are really pretty. The color story, honestly, like the shades are pretty. The color story is nice. It just kind of seems like scattered a little bit, right? Like, do you want to go berry? Do you want to go shimmery? Like, where do you want to go? This palette truly surprised me. It is by I'm going to put it here on screen for you guys again. When I did the unboxing, I also put it here on screen for you guys because I just can't say it. Belle and Argent. And that's okay. I accept myself. I'm not perfect. I get it. It's fine. I don't need to get the name 100% like spot on. I just need to know how to apply the product and like just create a fire look. And I did that with this and you guys were so impressed. These shades are so pigmented. They're buttery. There wasn't like crazy fallout. If anything, I believe that there was none. They blended so well. I came up with the cutest look. You can use this for every day. You can keep it simple. You can go very light. You can try to smoke it out. It's just such it's simple, but you still can do so much with this palette. And I'm impressed because I've never heard of this brand. But out of everything else that was in my Glam Bag Plus, this is the one that I was just like, no, I need this like right here in front of me at all times. And I've used it several times and it was really, really good. And I'm suggesting if you can get your hands on this, whether you go into the Ipsy shop or it's a choice item or something like that, or you can just pay a little extra, because I don't know really how much this goes for, but if you can pay a little extra to get your hands on it, like, I think you guys would really enjoy it. And then last but not least, I know this is a beauty channel, but we're gonna get a little personal here, okay? Because Ipsy's refreshments subscription, they've sent me a few items and I was like, okay, this is cute, that's good. It's very hydrating, it's moisturizing. The razors were amazing. But when I received these, I was just like, oh, deodorant, right? It is a self-care item. I was excited to have received it because of what I learned on TikTok with, you know, deodorants that had aluminum in it, and apparently it's tied to like breast cancer and all. So I was already freaking out. So I was excited to have received this because I can try something that was like cruelty-free, super clean and healthy and had no aluminum. But I was slightly concerned because at the same time I was like, well, you know, during the summer months, I get really hot and I'm one of those girls and it's okay. Like I'm human, I'm not perfect. I'm one of those girls that I need a really strong deodorant. Sometimes I'll wear a male's deodorant if need be because I perspire and it is what it is, right? And with my pregnancy, the hormones, everything, like the skin, everything, the pits, everything has changed. So I was slightly concerned. I was excited to try something that had no aluminum in it, but at the same time, I was slightly concerned because I wasn't sure whether or not it was gonna work for me. And I was like, girl, if within an hour I start to smell funny, I know this is not for me. I am so impressed with this deodorant. I don't even know what to tell you. I'ma just say, I'm gonna continue to repurchase this one. I'm gonna research other ones that I can just like go personally and pick up if need be. But they sent me two. I gave the lavender one, which is unscented, to Ty. And then I kept this one for me. This is the Pacific Fizz Scented. You guys saw me actually apply this on camera. I love this deodorant. Love it. It doesn't leave me feeling sticky, but it doesn't leave a powdery residue. It did not stain any of my t-shirts. It lasts all day and I have not smelled funny at all whatsoever. Like, are you serious right now? I'm so excited for this because while I do my research and find other ones that I would actually enjoy, the refreshments deodorant is gonna be the one for me. If anything, it's probably gonna be the one for me going forward, solely because I know it works. I'm saying if you haven't tried it and you have similar issues like me where you perspire, but you also want a deodorant that is aluminum free and you don't know where to start, this one worked for me. And what's really great is that you can sign up to receive this every single month, or you can skip a month depending on the frequency that you're going to need it. And it ships for free. So you just pay for the item and it ships for free with your Ipsy subscription, which is awesome. And those were all my Beauty Box MVPs for the month of March. I know it seemed like we cut it short, but I do unbox several boxes that are bi-monthly. Also, I don't know what's going on, but there were certain beauty boxes that never made it to my door. I told you guys, I think the postal service started not liking me in my previous house. So I never got those boxes and there's nothing I can do about that. But I want to hear you guys' feedback. Have you tried any of the items that stood out to me in the month of March? And if you haven't, are you interested in trying any of these for yourself? Don't forget to be one of the first 1,000 people to click the link in the description box in order to access your free trial of the Skillshare premium service. All right, guys, that is a wrap for this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a few minutes out of your day with me. It really means a lot. Make sure you check out the videos that are coming here on screen. There are more try-ons, hauls, tutorials, unboxings, vlogs, and all that good stuff. I know you're going to absolutely love. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.